Hello there. Well, Macron just ended up with a bit of a slap down, didn't he? So President Macron of France went to Russia to meet Vladimir Putin, saying that he would get the Russian president to walk back from the brink and start de-escalating tensions around the Ukraine. But when Macron got there, he was greeted with a very long table, with Putin sat at the other end. Talk about social distancing, they were nearly in different rooms. I'm surprised they didn't have to use megaphones or a Zoom chat to be able to converse properly. And when Macron got back to France, his officials were keen to portray the meeting as a list of Putin concessions, and they talked about how the Russian president had agreed to not take on new military initiatives, and that he would be opening structured dialogue on collective security. On top of that, the French were claiming that their man Macron had got Putin to agree to withdraw tens of thousands of troops away from the Ukraine border. But the Russians were having none of this. Putin said that the 5-hour meeting he had endured with Macron was almost a form of torture, and the troops he was withdrawing would be from Belarus, something that had long been planned, he said. While one of his spokesmen, Dmitry Peskov, said that Putin had made no concessions. This is basically untrue, he said. Moscow and Paris could not have concluded any deals. It's simply impossible. And he also added in for good measure, France is the EU presidency. France is a member of NATO, where Paris does not have leadership. In this bloc, the leadership belongs to a completely different country. What kind of deals can we talk about? Talk about a slapdown. The Russians are only interested in the US. And Putin told the press that should Ukraine join NATO, then European countries will be dragged into a war with Russia. Do you understand it or not, that if Ukraine joins NATO and attempts to bring Crimea back by military means, the European countries will be automatically pulled into a war conflict with Russia, said Putin. That doesn't sound much like concessions to me. Now, according to the press, there was good rapport between the two leaders, but it doesn't sound like they were at the same meeting to me. Sounds to me that Putin was being direct, and Macron was trying to pretend there's no problem and that he had saved the day. That is to say, there was a bigger distance between their recollections of the meeting than there was physically between them across that table. If that could be possible. Not sure how this will go down with the French electorate. And it won't instill confidence in the French leader amongst his NATO partners either. So what's your opinion on this Macron slapdown? Please like and comment below. Please subscribe and like this video, buy a mug and support me on Patreon or PayPal, and thank you for watching.